Iowa State University. Welcome to the Blitz on 91.3 FM WBNY, Buffalo's original alternative station since 1982, brought to you by the Buffalo State Student Activity Fee. My name is Evan Harrington. I will be your host for these next 2 hours. We are going from a different time slot. Today we are going from 1 to 3 instead of our normal 2 to 4 hour. We're going from 1 to 3, like I said. Once again, my name is Evan Harrington. I will be your host for these next 2 hours, and we don't have our full house yet, but we have Chris Jacobello in Studio B alongside Dan Dale, Double D, and Emma Nosby. So we got 4 of us here today. We got a little bit of a almost full house for this Friday show. Dan, you said Justin and Frank should be joining very shortly here.
Hi, Harrington. How are you?
You said Justin and Frank should be joining shortly here?
Yeah. Frank said he'll be 5 minutes late, like normal.
Usual Frank.
And then Justin, I don't know where he is right now, but
I guess he didn't want to play with us. But it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. But first of all, how are you guys doing? How's
We're great.
You guys get through the week good? Classes go
surprisingly,
well?
Yeah. We made it through the week. We're here. It's Friday.
Oh, wait, we're on?
Yeah.
We're on.
That's why I handed you the headphones, because you were talking. She was just going on about Lady Gaga.
Listen, she's on Fortnite now, and I'm like, oh my god, that was the first time I played Fortnite in like a hot minute just because of Gaga. I'm out of it. Hi, Evan.
Ooh. We have a caller. I'm going to let you guys take over for a second here.
Oh, geez, a caller already?
What are we going to talk about?
Is it Frank going to say 5 minutes? He's like, I'm not 5 minutes late. I'm here now. I have to do it in the Frank, mantra.
I mean, he did call in last week.
Even though I thought it was Joe.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
really
you
funny.
thought it was Joe, but it was Frank, and that was just, it's just so funny. April Fools came early at WBNY.
How do we feel about the Chiefs, though, signing Matt Ariza? Or however you say it.
Ariza.
Yeah.
Ariza.
I'm calling it now. Tommy Townsend is going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is a great move for the Chiefs because you get a guy who can boot the ball wherever you want it. And all he has to really learn is probably just how to pin it down and not make it bounce into the end zone. But it's like if Mahomes is just not feeling it one day, and let's say he's just stopped at the 30, dude, you're basically getting the ball to their 10 and they have to run it out. So I think it's great for Ariza that he's getting a chance to do something again after being falsely accused. And now that he, beat the allegation, he now gets a way back into the NFL. I really thought the Bills were going to do it if we didn't have Sam Martin.
But, why the Chiefs?
Right. Of all the teams that he goes to, it has to be the Chiefs.
You know what I mean?
Because their punter, Tommy Townsend, is, I'm pretty sure, is a free agent.
That's what it is.
So.
We looked it up yesterday. He, only signed a 1-year contract
and
last year.
Ariza would be cheap. Ariza is 100% cheap because he hasn't punted in probably 2-3 years. He's probably been practicing, but you never know how good or bad that goes.
Yeah, in today's climate, when you have quarterbacks with the contracts of Mahomes, the Allens, the Jacksons, the Burrows, etc., you ought to be as cost-controlled and effective as possible.
Right.
And an easier way of doing that is being cost-controlled at the punter position. Now, I'm not saying that Tommy Townsend isn't a game changer at the punter position, because I think he is. He's been one of the better punters in football over the last 3-4 years. But when you're a team like the Kansas City Chiefs that don't really punt too often compared to other teams, you might want to sacrifice a couple $1 million per year maybe at your punter position.
I wonder
to throw that money elsewhere.
True, but it did say the NFL literally just announced this 15 minutes ago maybe, but it says the NFL informed teams today that the 2024 salary cap will be $255.4 million, and that is a huge increase. It is up by $30.6 million.
Yeah,
so
with the TV rights and the TV deals looming every year.
The cap does not exist.
It's going up.
And it helps with the Bills. I mean, that's big too with that number. You're talking $13 million goes away, and now instead of owing 55 over the cap, you are now looking at 41 to 42,
Exactly.
which is
Now
a lot more manageable.
Now that Josh's contract is going to be going in starting this next season, like that's going to be huge.
So, speaking of going in, we have someone coming into the show. It's a caller, a very familiar caller, many may know. Introduce yourself.
What is up, my dudes? And that includes you too, Emma.
Hi.
Tanner Saunders!
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
You know what, dude? Dude is a subjective term.
Dude is
I call everyone dude.
Exactly. That's why I figured you wouldn't take offense to that.
Exactly. Thanks,
there
Tanner.
we go. Chris is there too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the four of us.
I gotta ask you, Chris. It's all well and good that you're on the show, like you're part of the Blitz family now, but shouldn't you be in Columbus right now? Don't you have a hockey game to take part in?
You know, I was texting Dan the other day because I saw on Twitter that there was rumors that he was going to get traded, and no one told me this. I don't want to leave
because it's
Buffalo.
just. But here's
don't wanna
the thing.
leave
It's just.
Buffalo.
But here's the thing. It's just a rumor. Like the Sabres like value Tuck way too much to like let him go.
No, but Chris, really, you should be on that flight. You should be talking to Donnie Meatballs right now. You know, trying to convince him to trade for somebody. You know, maybe you can talk to KA and say, "Hey, get your head out of your butt and do something." You know, like that's a fair thing to do, Chris. And you know, they would take it. They would take it. You know, if Alex Tuck, if there would ever be a movie like, you know, a Ted Lasso kind of like TV show remake, but in hockey fashion, and it goes in Buffalo, you are one of one recreation of Alex Tuck. Like straight up, I will. If
Chris,
that ever happens,
Chris, do you have any experience in acting?
I do not know.
I did musical
Sadly.
theater for like 10 years, so I can easily help you out, my dude.
see,
I don't know if acting's a thing for me, though. I'm just scared of that
I didn't
spotlight,
say I was
you know.
good at it, though.
Maybe if Frank was just watching me, I'd be less scared.
And speaking of Frank the Tank Lopez is now joining me to my right here in
You mean
studio.
Franklin the Turtle?
Woo!
Yes, yeah, Franklin the Turtle.
No,
wearing his-
don't agree to that.
Yes.
There's Marvel Comics sweatshirt. He's joining me to my right here in Studio A. Frank, how you doing, brother?
Brothers, let me tell you something.
Brothers!
Brothers.
Stayed out till like 5, 6, took a mini nap, then went to class. Had to talk to the professor after. Not fine, not good, but you know.
He's still yawning.
Already? It
For our
hasn't even been a
listeners
month.
out there, you can't tell, Frank is tired. But he's here, and he's energetic, and he's ready for the show.
But I do have to stay up till either go to bed early or just stay up till 5 a.m. tonight.
Yeah, how do you reset that sleep schedule? You're on a certain sleep schedule.
My sleep schedule is ruined.
Yeah. How do you reset it, though? How does one reset that? You do 3, 4 straight nights at 5, 6 in the morning. How does one get back to going to bed at a reasonable time, like 10:30?
10:30 is not happening. Closer to like 12, maybe 1. But no, just stay up all night and then just go to bed.
Well, you know what you could do? You got to stay up till 5 in the morning tonight.
That's why I got to stay up till 5 o'clock tonight and then watch 3 hours.
Elimination Chamber. Got to watch Logan Paul.
Gotta watch Logan Paul.
my
Head to WrestleMania.
Become double champ.
Double
All right.
champ.
But
He peaked during Vine.
Speaking
That's
of
not true.
wrestling, how do we feel about John Cena's OnlyFans?
Ricky
Ricky Stanicki. Sorry, Ricky
So-
Stanicki.
you know what's funny about
right.
that? So I was scrolling through Twitter. I kind of want to hear some of your guys' takes on this. I don't know. I was scrolling through Twitter and I just keep seeing like John Cena OnlyFans, John Cena OnlyFans. I'm like, all right, like what is this? So I look it up on Twitter, and I'm like, I forget that John Cena and Zac Efron are starring in a movie together called Ricky Stanicki. So I actually look up the trailer and I'm watching it. I'm like, all right, Zac Efron. I'm trying to remember the 2 other guys that are with him, but it was a trio of 3 guys and they're going around and they had this made up friend.
Yeah.
That's
And-
pretty good.
And what was it? And it's
Yep.
Ricky Stanicki. Who is Ricky Stanicki? Because if you also go to John Cena's TikTok, he just sits there with the guy with the sign, and he's just sitting there with a sign that says, "Who is Ricky Stanicki?" And you find out
It's Tanner.
that Ricky Stanicki is John Cena.
It's.
You know, I
I'm
think
so excited for the movie.
And
I'm excited
it comes
just
out
because
March
it's
7th
like-
March 7th on Prime.
it's. I just enjoy the fact they're like bringing back those like 2010s buddy comedy like movies. Like those are so much fun. Like I'm just like I can't wait for that little like.
Yeah, the Rock's one sucks.
No, I liked. Oh my God, wait, what was it? Oh my God,
That's bias in your voice, Frank.
Central Intelligence with him and Kevin Hart. I actually liked that.
Sucked. The Rock sucks at acting. He just sucks at everything he does. Ruined the XFL.
You're just mad.
You're just mad.
Why are you mad, bro? It was just a joke. It was just a prank. Tanner Saunders is not mad.
What?
Right, Tanner?
No, maybe Frank's just.
Tanner's still on? Oh my God.
No, Tanner's still here.
Yeah, Tanner's still here.
Tanner will be with us until 1:30 today.
Oh,
Just
wowzers.
about.
Yeah, because he's got work at 2 with
okay.
Mr. Tom Bowerly.
Listen, I'm
Also
still
known
trying
as
to,
he.
I'm trying to learn the ways of the radio, so I'm so sorry for everyone.
So since we have Tanner here, and now we have Frank in the house, and there's 6 of us total, 5 in studio, let's get into a little Buffalo Sabres talk.
Ooh.
So the Sabres, as of the new year, have been looking better. Game to game, there's still inconsistencies, but they have been looking like a better team. They've been putting a better on-ice product for not only us to watch from our couches, but for the 10 fans that go to every game at KeyBank Center.
I don't know. These boos aren't helping.
Well,
Listen, brother, they are now third to last in the Atlantic Division.
They've been looking better over their last.
Over the Canadians.
They've been looking better over their last couple games. The Sabres' last game was a 3-2 victory over the Montreal Canadiens the other night.
Game-winning goal by none other.
Then Chris Giacobello.
Yes.
Yay!
Short-handed on the breakaway. Chris Giacobello getting the Sabres' game-winning goal, a.k.a. Alex Tuck. Jeff Skinner, the Canadiens killer, got another goal there. Tage Thompson looked better. The Sabres as a whole have been looking a little bit better as of late. They currently sit, I'm pretty sure, 11 points out of a playoff spot. Luukkonen's playing outstanding. Let's start with that.
Hey. Say it right. Tanner?
All right, Dan, count us down. We'll do it.
3, 2, 1. Ugo! Pekka! Luukkonen!
Chris, why didn't you join?
He was going to yell brick. He only knows brick.
I only know brick. Because that's what Dan was screaming the whole game.
You're telling me
My
you're telling me that
goaltender.
Chris is subscribed to communism.
Dan has put me under communism.
Real quick, and then we can get back to the topic at hand. The Blitz's very own Evan DiPasquale DM'd me on Twitter and said, and I quote, "Hey, congrats on joining the Blitz, first of all. And then second of all, I am so sorry you had to be at that game with both Dan and Frank."
Look, what's the problem with us?
I don't know. Ask Tipo.
I'm annoying.
Frank, of course, had a Karen.
We're
arguing
trying
with
to
him.
kick us out.
We talked about it last week. All right,
we're
moving
not
on.
doing this again.
If you want to listen to the episode, we have a Spotify.
Look, just because there's now a video of Emma saying "Go Bills" and then me just screaming in pain.
I said it in our group chat. I'm like, that's literally our friendship in a nutshell.
I know.
Go Bills.
It's great. It's
Bills.
great every second. Because I gotta admit, I'm great to go to games. I don't know what Evan's talking about because I remember a couple of years ago when we went to a certain Bandits game, and this man, I don't think, Harrington, I think you can agree to this because you were sitting right next to him. He wouldn't stop talking to you the whole time.
We were talking about the game.
The whole time.
We were talking about the game. I mean, it was a fun time. I had fun then. That was one of the funner Bandits games I went to when me, you, Depot, and Tanner went. I had a good time.
I know. We're going to do that in March again.
Yeah.
On the 16th.
I had a good time at the game. I can't really, put anything. We were just having a good time, Just a good time.
Dan, you know what? I'll vouch for you because we went to Craig Anderson's last game last season at home against Ottawa, and we went with Depot too. And I'll tell you, you haven't experienced a Sabres game until you've gone with Dan.
Yeah.
That is probably so true.
I don't think I've seen Dan at a Bills training camp. I don't think I've ever been to a Sabres game with you though.
We were by each other because we got 300 tickets right by you.
Oh yeah,
your seasons.
You were.
That was the same game.
I think I heard you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think I heard you. Yeah, I do remember that because I think we met up once.
Yeah. And then Evan got the picture of cool background with by your dad.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah. Funny story. Evan's standing in section 320, the aisle, and my dad just happened to take a photo of his the back of his jersey, and it just Evan it just happened to be a really cool photo of Evan staring off into the.
It actually is a sick photo.
It's a sick photo. If I had that of myself, that'd be probably my Instagram profile, Twitter profile pic. It'd be one of them. It's a cool photo. I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
There's certain photos that are pretty cool. But let's get back on a Sabres talk here. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He has been outstanding for the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Over the last 15 or so games. He's been really good all season, but really these last 15 or so games, the last 2 months, really, month and a half of Luukkonen has been, you can argue, some of the best goaltending, if not the best goaltending in the National Hockey League, right?
Well, yeah, he leads in almost, not leads, but has a substantial amount of top 10s, top 15s, and save percentage, shots blocked, and everything. And then you look at his wins, and it's he's almost dead to last.
I know, and he's what?
He's tied for 22nd in the league, I believe, in wins.
He's, tied for first in shutouts this year?
Yeah, he's tied in first in shutouts. I think save percentage.
Well, if you look at some of his game logs, Montreal, 935 save percentage. Anaheim wasn't as well. 4 goals on 15 shots. Not the best outing for Luukkonen, but before that, 938 save percentage.
Let me just interject right there, Evan, because you know what? That game was a goalie's worst nightmare because he faced a low shot volume, but a lot of those shots, and particularly the goals, were all scrambles right in front of the net off turnovers. And sure, still, he probably would have liked to have some of those back, but that was just...
Yeah, but the one that slipped out wasn't in front of him.
Yeah, but
he shot it and then it slipped out in front of him.
But then the Minnesota game, 938, Buffalo against the Kings, shutout. Even against St. Louis, it wasn't his best outing, but still an 885 save percentage. It was a doable game for the Sabres. But before that, 933 save percentage, 923, 914, 867. Back-to-back shutouts for Luukkonen, 957, 893 on 28 shots, and then he had a 976 save percentage. We're seeing a ton of stellar performances from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Yeah, I just did the math. The last 5 games, he's had a save percentage of 0.71%, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, Luukkonen has just been just phenomenal this year, and it really just comes back to the point where over the last 5 years, the Sabres have been looking for goaltending. Really, ever since Ryan Miller departed from Buffalo, we've been looking for goaltending. And we've had a couple guys that have shown flashes or have given us some good performances like Robin Lehner, Linus Ullmark. We got a little good stint out of Carter Hutton for a little bit, but then he fell off.
Yeah.
Both tires fell off. But other than that, the Sabres have not had this type of goaltending in over 10 years.
No, I 100% agree with that.
And we now have it with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and he's going to be a free agent next year.
Dude, Homeboy's only 24. I didn't realize that.
Well, goalies develop at a much slower pace than...
That's the thing, Emma. Thank you for bringing that up, because I will never forgive Sabres fans. I'm old enough to remember how at the end of last season, even this preseason, 95% of the fan base wanted him fired off into the sun because he let in a couple bad ones in a preseason game in a high school arena against Toronto. It's almost as if goalies take until they're 24, 25 to develop, and we're seeing that with UPL now. So, like I said, I will never forgive Sabres fans because 95% of them wanted him waived. Even, the first couple games of this season, he let in 4 against Ottawa in his first game of the year, and then he came in cold off the bench against New Jersey, let up 3. Everyone's like, all right, yep, cut him. We're done with him. And then look at him now.
I was going to say, look at the Devin Levi situation.
He's got 9.3 something, almost 9.4 save percentage since the start of January.
Well,
he's him. What can I say?
Yeah, and now, Frank, you mentioned Devin Levi. He's been phenomenal in Rochester.
Exactly.
He's got 6
wins,
6-2 record over his last 8 games.
Yeah, he's called the Beast.
He made a 52 save performance the other night
in overtime. That's right.
In overtime, scrambling all over the place. And if I'm Buffalo, going forward, I mean, we'll get into this later on because the Sabres have a little bit to do before they are going to start throwing out money for contract extensions. But the one thing you got to be certain if you're Buffalo is to, one, not only lock up Luukkonen, but you need to make sure that you lock up Levi too when that time needs to come.
Yeah.
Because right now, Luukkonen, at least for the next 2 years, is going to be your guy. The way he's playing for the next 2 years, at least, is going to be your guy. And then when Levi's ready to come up, and those two are going at it, and they're splitting games, or one's going 65 and the other's going 35, you want both those guys under contract. You do.
Yeah.
And it is not a bad thing to acclimate $10 million into goaltenders. It's not a bad idea to do so. Not in today's game. When a goaltender can go down, or when you need consistent goaltender performances, it's not a bad idea to throw that type of money and acclimate it to your goaltenders. If the Sabres can do so by locking up a guy like Luukkonen and Levi, I mean, look at what Boston did. Boston had a young netminder in Jeremy Swayman. Didn't really know where he was at as a full-time starter. Didn't know if he could play 70% of games. They went out. They signed Linus Ullmark to a 5-5. I mean, say what you want about Boston, but I don't think it's looking like a bad idea. Boston's got two top-end netminders, you know?
Right. And I think going back to just the point on Luukkonen having like a breakout season, I think for the first time in a long time, which people aren't mentioning, is that he's healthy. That was the main argument against him, that he showed flashes. I mean, we all remember last year where he was goalie of the month, and that was like huge.
That was what, December?
That was January. And I remember just coming out of that month, and then his hips started acting up again, and it started to just hinder him, and that's why they had to go to Craig Comrie. And
I was going to say, that's when they started doing the circle.
Exactly. And I think this is the first time in his career that he stayed mostly healthy. I mean, yeah, he has maybe a couple games where he takes off just because he's feeling the wear and tear, but I mean, besides that, I don't think people are giving credit to him enough because everybody wanted him gone because he couldn't stay healthy, and then he couldn't perform well while he was unhealthy, and now he's perfectly fine, and he is electric. I mean, it just sucks when you have a defense and an offense that can't stop turning the puck over in your own zone, and you have people like Eric Johnson or Ryan Johnson or Clegg or Bryson just making those simple mistakes of keeping it too long or, you know, getting pressured, because I've noticed in all of the last games when teams are losing to the Sabres with their original game plan, they switch to we are going to attack you in your own zone. We are going to pressure you. We know you'll make the mistakes. And clearly in the past couple of games, there have been mistakes when they've been pressured.
First goal in the Panthers game.
You got Anaheim on the 3-on-2.
Anaheim was awful.
I mean, in all honesty, that's their main problem, that once they get pressured, they suck. But
I mean, that's any team.
I mean, that's any team.
That's any team in
hockey. I feel
think
like the Sabres don't even move in their own. Like they get the puck, see pressure, they freeze, and they just pass it, and it just gets broken up, and it's.
And I feel once in a while they aren't confident enough, and that leaves Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen out to dry. I mean, he can't really do enough against a 3-on-1 with like Greenway in the middle. Or Johnson coming in on the side. You know, he can't do enough of that. Like, he can try his best, and he does. I mean, he makes some of the most athletic saves I've seen in a while from a goalie on the Sabres, and he's putting his body on the line every time. I mean, they put basically that whole Montreal game just last night in his hands. It was straight up in his hands to carry to the win. The Sabres did not play offense.
Like the first 10 minutes, we couldn't even get a shot on goal.
No.
That was a dominant third period for the Montreal
Dan,
team.
I know you saw that save he had against Montreal the other night where it got redirected right in front of the net, and he did the splits, got it with his glove. Oh, that was dirty.
It was. I mean, I just think he's been able to see the puck better. He's been getting more time. This is like the first time we've actually seen him get consistent time instead of sharing it with a Comrie or a Anderson or somebody else in the world of the goalie netminder in the Buffalo Sabres.
Well, that's the thing here.
You know what, Dan? You made a couple. Hold on, Evan. Sorry for cutting you off there, but you made a couple great points that I gotta just to mention, you talk about, him finally getting the load of games, which is something obviously that he needed to prove, because obviously we saw the stretch, in January last year, NHL's Rookie of the Month. Okay, so he's, shown flashes, but can he do it consistently, and can he handle, a full load of games without getting injured? And he's proven that this season, that you can give him the lion's share of the games, and he's been able to hold up and play exceptionally well. And despite the fact that the Sabres defense is still horrific this year, like, I don't have the numbers offhand, but I'm pretty sure the Sabres are, if not top 5, they're top 3 for the most high danger chances allowed in the league. And the fact that UPL is putting up not just league average numbers, but well above league average. Like, according to Money Puck, he's at, I think, 5.1 goals saved above expected this year, which is good for 25th in the league. And then according to Evolving Hockey, he is, I think, like 15 some odd goals saved above expected, which is good for 10th in the league, according to them. So the fact that, they constantly hang him out to dry, and he is putting up well above league numbers. Like, I'm not just being a homer when I say this. Like, UPL should genuinely, I'm not saying he should win the Vezina outright this year, but he should get a vote, at least a couple votes, because what he's doing behind this terrible defense and team that leaves him out to dry is just remarkable. Like, he is that guy, and he has finally ascended to final form this season.
And even though you say final form, Tanner, I hope it's not his final form. I hope he can keep progressing, and maybe at this trade deadline that there's a chance that the Sabres get a couple of defensemen to help. I know it may be no help for this year because we have to win 26 games to at least get to the threshold of everybody thinks of the wild card point of 94 or 93 at least. So maybe that's not going to happen this year, but at least to start getting people to help on the third line or the second line or have a better capable backup. Not saying that Bryson is bad, but saying that, he's not your first choice. He is a good backup, but, You
better not say Jacob Bryson is bad. Need I remind you?
That the record. I know.
With Jacob Bryson in the lineup.
But I think if the Sabres can just get one more or maybe 2 top 4 defensemen, or at least one on the brink of top 4, because, at some point Power will be coming back, whether it's this year, whether they shut him down, and wait until next year.
He'll probably be coming back. He was skating just a little bit ago.
Right. So I think if you just get that little bit of help and just not prepare for this, like a stretch of winning 26 games in a row.
Which they might do.
Which it's always possible. I just hope Adams kind of sees this and says, like, hey, let's just start putting our assets into our defense for next year. We already have the assets for offense. Let's just start finding a couple more guys to help on the defensive side who, aren't Connor Clifton level. And, I think UPL could take that next step if he just has that tad better defense in front of him.
Hey, well, Eric Johnson's not playing tonight because he's sick, and that might honestly be addition by subtraction because he's been rough this year.
Yeah, those signings of Eric Johnson and Connor Clifton have not paid the full dividends that us Sabres fans may have wished that they would have been. But we are we're just about 30 minutes in here. Tanner, you mentioned to me that you had to head out at 1:30.
Yes. Now that my duty is done for the day, I've spread the UPL gospel. I think my time has come to an end.
Well, Tanner, I just want to say thank you for joining us. As always, you're always welcome on the show. Obviously, when you called in, I had no idea who it was. I answered it like a regular caller, who that was going to be a regular caller, and it was Tanner Saunders, our former co-host of the show here on the Blitz on 91.3 FM WBNY. Tanner, thank you for coming in, and have a great rest of your day. And go Sabres and UPL. Have another great game.
Go Sabres, go UPL. Thank you, guys. Dan, Emma, Evan, always good to talk to y'all. Chris, good luck in the game tonight. Better see a hat trick out of
Thank you, buddy.
All right, we'll catch you later.
All right, take care, Tanner.
See you, Tanner.
And he left out Frank. Yeah, that's what I love about that man. He said, screw the Panthers. Yes, I love that man.
Wow. Wow. No love for Frank the Tank.
Look,
But-
do we need to play Frank's theme song? Do we need to?
No, I don't. Maybe when we come back.
The sad violin.
Yeah, maybe when we come back.
Sad violin?
Yeah,
sad violin.
Evan, no offense, this isn't directed towards you. Where's your team right now?
I'm not Evan.
Oh. I'm not.
I'm not Evan.
You know
I said, no offense, Evan, this isn't directed to you. Now I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. Well, you said Evan, so that got me confused.
He said no offense, Evan.
Yeah, well,
But, hey, we're going to take a quick break. That's going to be the sad violin. And for everyone listening, it's going to be sad that we're not going to be here for a couple minutes. We're going to have to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have a little more Sabres talk. The NFL salary cap went up, so we'll talk a little bit about the Bills and some players that we think that they should re-sign or let walk. Once again, this is Evan Harrington. I'm your host on The Blitz for the next 2 hours from 1 to 3 on 91.3 FM WBNY. We'll see you guys in just a few moments here after the break.
Right back, though, is McCarr down the right side. Little shake and bake, far post pass, and that was deflected away. Skinner back to even strike, the 2-on-1. Middlestat with Benson. Got 3 on the rush. He scores! Casey Middlestat!
Welcome back to the Blitz on 91.3 FM WBNY, Buffalo's original alternative station since 1982, brought to you by the Buffalo State Student Activity Fee. My name is Evan Harrington. I am still your host for the next hour 30. That intro clip there was Casey Middlestat's goal a few months ago against the Colorado Avalanche. And I want to talk a little bit about Casey Middlestat, because Casey Middlestat these last couple of weeks has been in the trade rumors. He's been in trade discussion. And it's a very interesting conversation because we'll get into it in a second here. When you look at the Sabres pipeline of centers, right? When you look at the guys in the Buffalo Sabres locker room that can play the center position, your first is Tage Thompson. He's your heavy hitter. Tage Thompson is your guy. You paid him the most money. He's got the 7-year contract. And you have Dylan Cousins, a little bit younger, but he's kind of your featured two-way center that should be really good for years to come, Dylan Cousins, right? But then you have Casey Middlestat, who has been here the longest, got drafted in 2017, was here with the Eichel and the Reinhardt core, kind of lived through that era of Sabres hockey, and made his way here now. And once we thought we would get rid of Casey Middlestat, he found his way up the Sabres lineup, and now here he is, right? But now we're discussing trading Casey Middlestat. We're gonna have to pay Casey Middlestat or let him go via trade. There's only two options. You can't just let him walk. And this is the topic of discussion. I guess we'll go a little bit of a roundtable conversation here. First, we're gonna have a couple roundtable discussions about Casey Middlestat. Chris, I'll start with you. Where do you view Casey Middlestat? Like, how do you view him?
I mean, you should know.
I mean, I don't know, because I've only ever seen one game.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about the Sabres or many Sabres players.
That's
I only
right.
know Alex Tuck because,
Yeah.
apparently I'm Alex Tuck. But hold on. I don't know.
Alex,
I don't know, because I can't give my words because I haven't personally seen I don't have enough evidence, to say
That's
should
fair.
he get traded, should he not get traded, should he stay,
That's
should he
fair.
go,
But you need to say something, though. It's either yes or no. He's either traded or stayed.
staying just because he's got a cool name.
All right. Dan,
fair.
how do you view Casey Middlestat right now in his current climate in the Buffalo Sabres?
he could be traded for a bag of pucks. No,
That
we're not going down that.
That was 2022, Dan.
That was last year. Yeah, or 2 years. That was 2 years ago
Not even.
now.
It might have been just
Jesus
been a
Christ.
year ago. Might have been just 5 months ago, honestly.
Probably. No, Middlestat has shown that he is here to stay. I think he's here to play for a long time. Whenever they say, "Oh, I really want to stay where I am," I take that with a grain of salt because I feel like anybody would stay where they were if they really wanted to. But at the end of the day, it does come into money and who has the best chance to win a cup anytime soon. And I really think Middlestat has been used a lot this year in a lot of different ways, which I really like. That he's been able to center lines. He was just the center of Cousins and Greenway. Like, that's a line I would never think he would center. I think that would have been Cousins, but, he's gained the opportunities. He's a great playmaker. He slows the puck down when he needs to. He's been taking the shots and the other thing, just kind of like UPL, he stayed healthy. He's looked 10 times better.
And this is 2 years in a row.
Right. And I mean, maybe it's not a coincidence anymore. Maybe it's not just a random lucky year anymore. It's actually like, hey, he can play. He can be a probably 50 to 60 point season player if he's on the top of his game. So I think you got to pay the man. I don't think you can let him go. I mean, even though there's a chance this is probably the most value he's had in a long time, and this may be like the top of his value because you never know how the future is going to go. But I feel like if you're not giving up on the idea of that Young will win us the league, or at least make us to the playoffs, you can't get rid of him because he fits your system, at least with Donnie, and he fits the mantra of what the Sabres are going for.
How about you, Emma?
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with what Dan is saying. I mean, like Chris, I don't really know too much about hockey, but I am looking at the depth chart, and he is second line behind Tage Thompson for center. And honestly, at the end of the day, you're going to have your, first line people, but your second line people, I feel like, are going to be the most important on the team, because those are the kind of people that it's just like, okay, you're not doing too hot, or we need to go in another direction. They're gonna count on the second line. So I feel like what Middlestat has done within this past season makes him worthy of having a contract. I guess it's going to be like Gabe Davis in a way, like trying to go into NFL, because all I know is football. Going to Gabe Davis in the sense of are we going to pay him what he wants to get paid, if that makes any sense? I mean, the video said it all. He literally put up all those stats for 2 minutes straight on said video. So he wants a lot of money, but we just can't give it to him. Is that going to be the same question for Casey Middlestat? I do not know. But just based on his performance this year and what he is, which is second line for center, I think he's just done a really good job so far.
How about Frank?
Yeah, I'm on the Casey Middlestat will probably get paid, but not with the Sabres.
Really?
I'm on the trade train for Casey Middlestat. You can play him at center, you can play him at wing. I think he's efficient at both roles. And it shows that when you put him with competent players and not players who are going to hold him back on the third, fourth line, Middlestat mode's legit. It's simple. And I think what the Sabres are going to do is, yes, I know they're a young team by average, the youngest in the NHL. This is your opportunity. This is a player that you can go out and trade for and get some kind of prospect back, some kind of good defenseman. Because I think scoring-wise, you're fine. I think you have enough talent up front. You have Cousins. You have Thompson. When he's on fire, Thompson is one of the best in the league. And you have Jeff Skinner. Greenway, when he's also playing up front, amazing. So I think this is a guy that you can trade for and get those kind of values back and get some help on the defensive side.
Yeah, because Casey Middlestat this year also has the best plus-minus of any Buffalo Sabres forward at plus 13. And the way this team has been over the last 13 years, for a player to have a plus 13 in the plus-minus department and play the amount of minutes and play the amount of situational roles that a guy like number 37 does, that's pretty sensational. That's pretty good. And Casey Middlestat has improved much better on the defensive side of the puck. And he's a phenomenal 5-on-5 player. I think that's the one thing that does not get talked about enough with Casey Middlestat is that he's a very good 5-on-5 hockey player. He only has one power play goal in the season. He doesn't see consistent power play one time, right? He is a dynamic 5-on-5 player, up there with some of the better 5-on-5 players in the National Hockey League when you break it down by statistics. And obviously he leads the team in points this year with 44 points in 56 games played at a plus 13. And just for comparison, a guy like Tage Thompson's a minus 13. That's the disparity. right? That is the disparity there. That is 26 goals in disparity between Tage Thompson and Casey Middlestat. I'm not saying Middlestat's better than Thompson, but I'm just saying that it's the type of impact that number 37 has on your club. And I'll throw this over to Justin in 1 second here, but he just actually joined.
Wait, I missed what you said. Are you on trade or staying?
No, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I am on.
Hi, Justin.
How's it going?
How's it going, Justin?
I'm doing.
I am on the train of keeping Casey Middlestat. I don't think you ever do yourself a benefit of restarting within your organization. That goes for any sport. I don't think you ever do yourself a benefit of restarting within your organization. Because if you're the Buffalo Sabres and you get rid of Middlestat, who's going to have to fill that role? Probably a younger player, because that would be their idea, right? Because that's what the Sabres have. They have a pipeline of prospects. They're going to want a prospect to fill that role. And at this point in time, with the way the Sabres are, I don't think that is suitable. They cannot do that. And the Buffalo Sabres have an interesting spot. Like, once again, we talked about Thompson and Cousins being paid. Now you're going to have to find a way to pay Casey Middlestat. And I think it's valuable to lock down your 3 top centers for the long-term future. Now, do you have to pay Casey Middlestat, Thompson, and Cousins money? No, you don't. But I still think it's valuable to give him a pretty lucrative deal, 3 to 5 years, $5 to $6 million, get him under contract, lock him up until he's about 30 years old. I think that's what the Buffalo Sabres need to do. Because then you're going to have 3 centers down the pipeline. And like once, I forgot who said it, but he can play anywhere, center or wing. It's valuable. It's very valuable in today's hockey. It's very valuable. I want to keep Casey Middlestat unless the Sabres can find a way to get a guy like Bowen Byram from Colorado on this blue line. I don't want it. Unless the Sabres could find a way to go get a top 4 defenseman to add to this core, I don't want it. I don't want to trade Casey Middlestat unless you're going to trade him for a top 4 defenseman.
Well, Noah Hannafin from the, I believe, Flames is apparently like very much available. Like the Panthers have been linked to him. I don't see why the Sabres can't.
Like, at the same time, I'd rather just unload the house. I'd rather unload our prospects.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather unload I would unload a first-round pick, Isaac Rosen and Matthew Savoy.
Savoy?
I mean, where does Savoy fit in this team? Like, right now. Where's he going to fit in 2 years? Is he going to be better than a Jack Quinn or a Peterka? I don't know.
Peterka for sure. Quinn could be up in the air if, like, Quinn is still not able to, like,
But Quinn off of his injury was dynamic.
Yeah.
11 points, 12 points in 17 games. He looked good. I'm not going to let an injury at 22 years old, 21 years old stop him.
That's fair.
You know?
No, I think.
Like, where does Savoy land? Like, he's still playing juniors.
Yeah.
Kulik. Kulik's supposed to be better. He's not going to be, I don't know if he's going to be better than Benson.
They let Benson come up his first year while they sent Savoy back down.
Realistically.
I agree. Where does he fit?
If we're looking at it, the Sabres are going to have 4 wingers in the next 2 years that are under the age of 23 or younger in their top 9. Because then you're still going to have Alex Tuck and Jeff Skinner at the wing position. Those are your veteran wingers.
Yeah.
And then you're still going to want to have a guy like Jordan Greenway. He's going to be in the lineup. You'd like to maybe keep a guy around like Peyton Krebs, right? You're going to have probably a free agent in there.
The corked up white boy?
Oh, my God.
But, like, seriously, like, the Sabres have to figure this out. And instead of trading Casey Middlestat for a veteran defenseman, veteran forward, let's start unloading these prospects. You can't just hold them on to them like they're candy.
No, because...
develop into nothing.
Right.
Well,
and the more you hold on, I think at some point the idea of the Sabres has to move on from the youngest team in the league and stay young to, like, hey, we got to get into that, like, we have some veterans on the team. And you're going to trade away a veteran who's been on this team for a long time instead of somebody who's stuck somewhere who probably doesn't have a future and was a really high draft pick at some point, and you can probably ship him off for at least a veteran in part of a package, maybe a well-respected veteran defenseman. So
yeah,
I mean, I think you're right that you have to start looking at the prospects and be like, hey, who do we have plans for? Yeah. Because right as you say, we don't have plans for this guy. That should be your first guy gone.
Yeah. So in between the break, Emma, you came up to me and mentioned you want to talk some college hoops.
Yes, I do. This week is the week of the upsets. So during the break, I counted how many upsets within the top 25 have happened this week. No, Frank, not even 5, 9.
Dog, what?
Yes, 9.
Dog.
And I'm going to talk immediately. It's not even Sunday. It's not even the end of the week. And immediately starting that Sunday, Ohio State beats number 3 Purdue with 73-69. Yes, sir, I see your face. Number 1 UConn gets blown out like a 20-point blowout by number 15 Creighton. And then you get San Diego State losing to Utah State. BYU, number 25, the bottom of the barrel in the top 25, upsets number 11 Baylor by 9 points. George Mason? Anybody know of that school? I know, just because of basketball, but not a lot of people know it. But they beat number 16 Dayton, 71-67. LSU had a tight one over number 17 Kentucky at 75-74 score. Same with New Mexico over number 22 Colorado State, 68-66. 21 Washington State beat number 4 Arizona within the Pac-12, 77-74. And then last but not least, I'm going to go all Dale up here, people.
She's standing. Oh,
Penn State in their return to the rec room. They've been playing to no fans in the Bryce Jordan Center. They upset number 12 Illinois, 90-89.
Wasn't FAU beat? I think that's another upset.
Within the top 25? No, I didn't see FAU.
I think FAU lost to Miami.
FAU lost to... Hang on. I did my research. What the frick?
Go Miami.
I'm not an FAU fan. They're just in my city.
Go Miami.
I did not see...
FAU is now in your city.
Oh, wait, I know. Yeah. Just me, oos. No. The reason I'm Miami is Duke
Caliburna
twins, whatever.
Week played against Duke this week.
The basketball twins.
Yeah.
No, Miami played against Duke this week on Wednesday, and Duke won, as per usual. Anyway, so let me talk to y'all. Sunday is the reveal of the new top 25, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be some shakeup. My hot take, and this is me being biased, Penn State will be in the top 25. Call in and out.
Even though they're less than 500.
Shut up. Just because they're less than 500 does not mean that they've got the talent
Are you
and they've
telling me
got
the Sabres have a chance to win the Stanley Cup?
Oh, heck yeah, I do, Evan Harrington. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No way.
No
way.
Brother, come on. Optimism here, people. No, but I'm being serious here, especially with number 15 beating number 1, Creighton beating UConn. This might be, if Houston wins against Baylor, Houston might move up to number 1, and UConn might go down to either 2 or 3. I'm gonna call that now too. That's another hot take of mine, that the number 1 spot is going to change if Houston wins over Baylor. That is one of the 2 top 25 teams playing against each other on Saturday to end out the week. And then the final game that I want to mention is going to be more of a, in my opinion, I know Houston's going to beat Baylor. I'm going to call it now Houston over Baylor. The next top 25 game, that is both top 25 teams. Number 13, Alabama versus number 17, Kentucky, which in my eyes can go either way. Alabama has impressed me because you look at schools and you will be like, oh, that school's a football school, or that person's a basketball school. Not, they are both a football school and a basketball school. And in my eyes, Alabama has proved me wrong. You can have a school that is both football and basketball. And they're doing well with basketball. I mean, they're number 13 in the nation. Like, what do you expect? So, I'm gonna, as First Lady of the Blitz, I love to create some hot takes and I love to create some controversy. I'm going to say that Kentucky's going to beat Alabama tomorrow. That's my eyes.
I don't agree with Houston over Baylor.
Yeah, Houston over Baylor.
I don't agree with that one.
I'm gonna say Kentucky over Alabama. Just for fun. Why not? Why not?
Bama's a basketball school now, so.
Yeah, Bama can be a basketball school, but honestly, Kentucky was first.
Why'd you chuckle over there, Justin? Bama's a basketball school now.
Bama's a basketball school now. It's crazy.
No, Nick Saban. What else? It's a basketball school now.
They're turning into a bit of a basketball school. They're gaining their reputation, especially this season. They're doing really well, but
they've been in March Madness for like the past 5 years.
Kentucky did it first, so I'm going Kentucky. Those are really the only two games I'm talking about. Every other game is more of a just playing outside of a top 25. But that's how it's going to be. Houston is number 2. So again, don't be surprised if UConn and Houston do a little flip-flop. I know I'm like the only person talking about basketball, and like Frank knows a bit about basketball, but does anybody have any other comments concerning men's basketball? Hey, Selection Sunday, March 17th, Dan's birthday. Be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
I have great hot take. Great. UB is not going to make it anywhere.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
what a hot take.
that one's
Till,
spicy.
wait till they let Buff State in the tournament.
That's probably more likely than UB making it.
Yeah, you got a point. I'm so sorry, UB. We love our neighboring schools, but
No, we don't.
I'm a
I
nice
partially
person.
would.
I'm a nice person, but UB,
I'm a
I'm so
nice
sorry.
person.
I'm
You're
so
not,
sorry.
Frank.
I'm so sorry.
No way.
The MAC is one of those conferences where like it just shouldn't exist. I'm so sorry. Literally, the last time y'all had relevance was Khalil Mack.
Listen, all I'm saying is this summer I'm taking UB all the way to the Natty.
Excuse me? Not the last time they were relevant was Khalil Mack. You forget about the best slot wide receiver in the game, KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne!
I'm not even feeding into it.
Who will
today.
get signed before Tyler Boyd?
Not even feeding into it today.
He did transfer.
Not even feeding into it today.
Who cares? He's still KJ Osborne. Still went to UB.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Speaking of UB, not to a shameless plug, but Buffalo State Rugby is traveling
Hey, go for it.
to, I believe it is Salon Sports Park or
Salem?
Salem, whatever.
Yeah, no, Salem.
You said
Salem.
salon?
I'm not from Buffalo. All right, you can
Have
go
you never had a
scream at
hot
somebody.
dog from here?
No, I haven't actually.
Florida man.
I'm sorry. I mean, go somewhere with it. But
No,
anyway, we will be heading there this Saturday at 7 p.m. for 7-on-7 tournaments with Buffalo State, Buffalo University. I believe Canisius is going to be there, as well as Niagara University. So, if anybody listening, granted that there are some of my teammates listening, wants to come out and play and or be their teammates and or come watch, we will be at Salem, Sports Park, 7 p.m. on Saturday. So,
Go
Is
Bengals!
there any way to watch the game? Or unlike if you're not going in person? So we streamed or?
I believe it's going to be live recorded, but I will definitely get back to you on that.
Yeah. By the way, for anyone listening, the Buff State rugby team is not going to the nail salon.
Yep, you're right.
They're going to play rugby at Salem Sports Complex.
Indeed.
One more thing I want to talk about before we take a quick break, then we'll come back and Dan has a game that we all want to play. So that will be in the second hour.
Of course.
Is yesterday, 13 years ago, Terry Pagula said this: starting today, the Buffalo Sabres' reason for existence will be to win a Stanley Cup.
Ha!
Sadness.
Now,
L.
Did you say that was 13 years ago?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's sad.
the
That's
number
so sad.
13, the number 13 finds its way around the city of 716. The number 13 just
Haunts you.
it's the number that keeps on haunting.
So true.
Obviously, we remember the first year Pagula bought the Sabres. They made the playoffs. Great second half heroics. They made the playoffs. That was kind of the final year of that Vanek, Pominville, Roy core, right? The Miller core. That was like kind of the final year of that core of players because they had a couple years of their own after Briere and Drury left Buffalo. But the Sabres ended up losing to the Flyers in that series. And now here we are. This will be the 13th consecutive season if the Buffalo Sabres do not turn it around and make the playoffs.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah, here
And
we go.
Terry Pagula, in his wise words, his famous words, you always hear like you want to say something that speaks into existence, that speaks into the long-term effect of existence. Well, this is something that is, but not in the positive way. The Buffalo Sabres' reason for existence is to win a Stanley Cup, and here we are. From being brought in as an inaugural team in 1970, here we are in the year of 2024. Still questioning if we'll make the playoffs, not get a top 10 pick for the 9th time in 10 years. I don't know. Those words are really speaking into existence, just not in the correct manner. But that being said, I think we're going to take another quick break here. We'll probably be a little 4-minute break here, but after those 4 or 5 minutes, we'll be back, and we'll have Dan explain the game that we'll be playing for probably, I don't know about the rest of the show, but a really good chunk of the second hour here. But once again, this is the Blitz on 91.3 FM WBNY. We will see you guys in just a few moments here after the break. Welcome back to the Blitz on 91.3 FM WBNY, Buffalo's original alternative since 1982, brought to you by the Buffalo State Student Activity Fee. My name is still Evan Harrington. I will be your host for the next 51 and a half minutes here. We'll see how long we go. Still joined by Chris Giacobello, Frank the Tank Lopez, Dan Dell Emanospi. We got Justin in house as well. We're back and we're getting ready for the game show today, but before we get into the game show, I'll have Dan explain it in a second here. The Radio FX app, you can listen to us anytime, anywhere, on the go. Go download the Radio FX app so you guys can listen to us anytime, anywhere on your mobile device. Dan.
Yes.
Are you ready?
No.
To break down the game that we are about to play?
Of course. I'm always ready to break down what I'm picking up. So basically, we've never done this game before, but if you've ever heard of the Newlywed Game, it's kind of like it. We're gonna be split up into pairs, so it's 3 teams of 2, of course, and luckily the rooms have like blessed us. And it quite literally is the teams all together. It will be Harrington and Justin on a team, Frank and Chris, because they have their like ongoing radio relationship. And then it's me and Emma.
Also, Evan, I have the best theme song to kick us off. Mike Bennett, WWE theme.
Mike Bennett.
Yeah.
For this?
Huh?
For this?
Yeah.
No way. Oh, jeez.
Him and Maria, Maria Kanellis Bennett debuted at Money in the Bank with this theme song. I was a big TNA guy at the time, so when he debuted, I was like, "Whoa!" And they had this sick.
Is there any words in it?
Oh no! Oh, never mind. Mike Kanellis. My bad. You have to put WWE in there.
It's clean though, right?
Yeah, it's wrestling theme songs.
Dude, you never know.
They've been clean since 2006.
Okay, I don't know. It's a fair question to ask if I don't know.
Oh, I don't see it. How do you spell Kanellis?
Just.
Oh, wait. Spelled with K.
It's a perfect song for this.
Oh, good lord.
No way.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kick us off right.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Fun Friday.
Fun Friday.
This?
Your ox.
There we go.
I'm burning up in your love.
Oh my god. It is actually, it works perfectly.
This made it to WWE TV?
Yep.
This just can't be a thing.
Inside your love.
We'll go back to Jeopardy.
So basically, everybody's gonna need their phones out.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be like a write it down and guess.
I have service today.
Like our
we have service. Thank you, Russia.
Yeah,
Sorry we beat
I
you. in the
literally
Miracle
blame
of
Russia
Ice.
because that was the 44th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, and they were still petty about it.
But basically,
Moving on.
moving on, petty Russia. Basically, I have questions for the two teams that are not me and Emma. Harrington has the questions for me and Emma, and it's basically that you either have to guess what the other person's answer would be. So, like, let's say I asked, "Oh, what's Chris's favorite movie?" This is not on the list, and Chris goes, Marvel of Cars. And if Frank goes Cars,
Fine.
they get a point. But if he goes freaking Avengers, they don't get a point. That's how it kind of works. And there's going to be a mix of sports questions. There's going to be a mix of personal questions. There's a mix of everything. So, we're just going to have fun. We're going to learn a little bit today,
We're going to learn about everybody.
We're going to learn.
I mean, everyone's here for the first time this semester. This is going to be really fun.
Exactly. And then hopefully everybody gets questions wrong so we have clips. Because that's what I'm thinking about, clearly.
Let's go.
So I think we'll do it in the order of how this is kind of lined up. We'll go Chris and Frank, me and Emma, and then Evan and Justin. So I want to give you guys your first question. You guys will be keeping track of your points, so.
Frank's favorite color is rose.
Hey, no giving out answers.
Frank's favorite color is probably called the Montez.
We're gonna start.
It's probably cyan.
We're gonna start off with a control question.
Control question.
Wait,
Right.
are you keeping
just
points,
to
Frank?
see,
Okay.
just to see how well you two really do know each other.
I don't know Evan at all.
Well,
I feel like me and Justin know each other.
This is going to be a great bonding experience, and I'm so excited.
You didn't need to admit that, Justin, but
No, I
feel like you
fair.
just got one of your clips right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it definitely just happened.
I know
well,
nothing.
me and Justin don't take any classes together either.
So
I only see Justin in radio.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think the only class I've ever had was Dan.
yeah,
He's
sports
two
management.
classes. Last semester, not one this semester.
Yeah,
it's like
man.
the only person I've been in a class with.
I know. But Chris, what is Frank's favorite pizza topping?
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
And you got to write it down, and then you'll flip them around, and we'll see what both of you guess together.
It's definitely.
I got to
olives.
put it in my notes.
Well, that's your problem.
Your problem.
Hold on.
It's your
I
problem.
gotta guess.
Frank is definitely a pineapple kind of guy.
Oh, jeez.
I hope you'd put cheese on it.
He is quite literally mouthing F no.
Okay, I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what is your answer?
I hope you said banana peppers.
Frank?
No way.
What
no
is he-
way that's what he said. Out of all the topics you could have said, there's no way you said
This man went
banana
banana
peppers.
peppers.
Chris.
I
Frank,
was trying to be unique.
Look at me. You think I'm unique? You don't know banana peppers?
Look at me, you think I'm unique.
You are unique in my eyes.
see, this is why you guys go so well together. Frank, what was the
Please
actual
don't be mad
answer?
at me.
Pepperoni.
Yeah, I mean, keep it classic.
Pretty classic.
Honestly, the best pepperoni, not like slice of pizza, but the best pepperoni I've had is buffalo pepperoni for some reason.
Of course.
Yeah.
The cups that
Yeah.
hold all that pepperoni grease.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yes.
I want that to be like
Gas.
nationwide.
Straight gas.
Just not on
Nationwide
buffalo
is
pizza.
On your side.
Harrington, it's your turn to ask us a question.
We have questions.
All right.
Give me easy
So I'll
control
start-
question.
I'll start with Dan.
Oh, jeez.
Question for Emma to answer. What is Dan's middle name?
think I know.
Just because he can't know hurt questions.
Dan, we should have been on a team, man.
I don't even know if I know it.
I think I
I've
know.
known Dan for the longest.
I think I
Yeah,
know.
that is true.
I don't know Dan's middle. No, I know it.
I do not know this, so I'm going off of straight vibes.
I'm pretty sure I know it because I'm pretty sure it got brought up one time.
It probably did. In Dan Trivia.
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
in Dan Trivia.
Dan Jeopardy.
I knew
Dan
it. So
Trivia.
I absolutely know it.
It was
I absolutely
Dan
know it.
Trivia.
Okay, am I good to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, just based on straight vibes only. Your name, your full name, is Daniel Robert Dale.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't have one.
I
What?
knew it.
What?
I knew it.
Wait a minute, I've never met somebody who
It's a
does
trick
not have a middle
question.
name.
I do not have one. My dad does not have one. I don't have one.
That's so weird.
My dad doesn't have one either.
That's very fascinating.
Fire.
See, this is a great
We're
bonding moment.
twins.
Harrington and Justin.
That's me.
I hope it's you.
It's me. Is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes.
I know you can,
You're
Chris.
looking for.
We're going to start off with an easy one, too, for you two.
Word.
Justin.
Yeah.
What is Evan Harrington's favorite ice cream?
Oh, goodness. You look like a complex guy.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
That's what I said Wednesday.
Yeah, quite literally, Frank said, you know, he seems like a complicated guy.
Screw it. I'm not writing it down. I'll just guess. I'm ready.
Go for it.
All right. Panda paws.
That was like as far right as right could go.
Oh.
I'm just a straight vanilla guy.
Oh!
I don't like.
And my guy was making fun of my answer.
I like vanilla.
This man
and
went from
cotton candy.
panda paws.
Fun fact: I only eat two
No, I
types
was-
of ice creams:
I was gonna say
vanilla and cotton candy.
Oh,
You like cotton candy
I don't
ice
like,
cream?
I don't like chocolate.
I do the Superman.
Not
I
a
do vanilla or
mint guy.
Superman.
I don't like chocolate. I don't like mint. I don't like
Hey, listen.
the Superman. I don't like this
He's preaching right now.
He's
extravagant.
preaching.
I don't like extravagant ice cream.
You're basic.
I agree.
peanut butter
If I'm
cup
here,
is
I don't like,
the
I don't
goat.
like peanut butter.
Vanilla
if,
with
if
a
I'm
sugar
going up,
cone.
if I'm going up to Perry's ice cream stand, and I'm walking
Oh,
up there,
Perry's. Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
just, I want ice cream in 5 minutes. 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out. Go home. I'm getting vanilla. I don't want to confuse the worker.
Rainbow or chocolate sprinkles?
I just want
Big
vanilla.
facts.
I don't want anything on it. I just
No-
want
no
vanilla.
You
sprinkles?
don't want
I just
no
want
sprinkles.
vanilla. I want vanilla.
That's it? Nothing on it?
Cotton candy vanilla. Double
I do a
scoop.
twist with
Double
rainbow
scoop in the
sprinkles.
bowl.
This
Oh,
tells me so much I need to know for the rest of this game.
Exactly.
I am probably the most basic human being out there.
What a fantastic control question. Round of applause to you, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
We're all at 0 right now, so I
Shout
guess
out.
we don't know each
Shout
other
out.
as well.
Pick it up.
Yeah, banana pepper
This might-
man.
this
In
might be
case
like-
you didn't know,
Pick it up.
everybody on the Blitz, we just don't like each other.
Yeah,
We all just met today.
We're just all here.
This could be
Pick
like
it
the-
up.
This could be like the Beatles later. We're all just gonna break up.
Are we doing a sports one or are we just doing...
Yeah, no,
Look,
there,
all my questions were basically
Who's gonna be
sports.
John?
there are going to be sports questions, and you both have to guess the same answer to get a point.
I know how the game works,
I'm just
Daniel.
okay. Now this kind of leans into Chris being a Philly guy. The Owls are the sports teams of what public Philadelphia university?
I can tell you all four in that area.
Wait. I don't know any.
No way Chris doesn't know it. No way. No way.
I think I got it.
Dog, I can tell you all of... I know who the Dragons are.
Which university?
This is a university?
It's a public university.
Okay. Bro, I don't watch anything college. What do you want me to say?
I want you to guess with the grace of
I'm just
goodness,
gonna, you know.
Christopher.
I'm gonna leave
You,
it at
you
that.
got your answers locked in.
Yep.
Frank shows
Franco
your
first.
It's Temple.
Chris, what did you go with?
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
I don't even want to say.
You don't even want to say
I
it.
don't
What'd you
want to
put?
say.
You
Penn
gotta
State?
say it.
What'd you say? Penn State?
Purdue. Purdue Owls, man.
Purdue isn't freaking.
I told you I know
Indiana.
nothing about college.
Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Aren't these great
This
questions?
is my college knowledge coming out to you guys. I literally said I do not watch it.
So none. Yeah.
Y'all make fun of me all you want.
Chris, Purdue is the Boilermakers. That's their mascot. Just to let you know.
Oh, good to know.
Not in Philadelphia.
Oh.
They're not in Pennsylvania. Not even close.
I don't know how many times I said I know nothing about college and y'all still flaming me. I just want to point that out.
Where did Frank go?
He's on the ground.
Oh, word. All right.
He's having
Can we
an
have some
existential
soccer
crisis.
topics in here
No,
so I
Frank
can
ju-
flame y'all?
Frank just
you
walked
do.
downstairs. If anyone doesn't know, we have a downstairs in Studio B.
Indeed.
Frank's back.
We have a wine cellar in Studio B.
Evan, give us our turn.
Ooh, okay. I guess I'll go for this one. Dan, you'll have to answer for Emma. Who was the first artist/band Emma saw in concert?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Let's just put that down. Oh, jeez.
I know what I would get.
I feel like we should be able.
I feel like
I
there's
feel
a
like we
good
should be
guess.
able to give slight hints. Just,
No.
just
No.
slight hints.
Kids Bop.
No, I will tell you the year that I went to the concert.
You see,
What
like
year?
that's a slight hint.
2016.
You see, now
Okay,
your
I
options.
kind of have an idea of who it would be.
Your options dwindle.
I know.
a little,
Yeah.
You see,
I think I know.
I have an idea from how much you talk about this person.
I definitely have a fantastic
Okay.
guess.
I'm going Ariana Grande.
That is incorrect.
Fall Out Boy?
That is also incorrect.
Big time rush.
That is incorrect.
That was my first
Y'all
concert.
are never gonna
it
guess
should be.
it.
Yeah, that was
Lady
my first-
Antebellum.
Nope.
Keith Bryan.
Nope.
Keith who? Keith one more time.
Keith
Bryan.
Urban.
Luke
Luke
Bryan.
Bryan.
Irving.
Nope.
I went to that one.
Dirk Bentley.
No.
Went to
All
that
right,
one.
I give up.
Taylor Swift.
Your
My
name is-
She wasn't
answer.
touring.
My answer is Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Wow, what a first concert to
Oh, my
see.
God.
They were amazing. I was
pretty good.
15. I went with my mom. It was like the coolest experience.
Where
they
was
performed Quebec.
Oh, it was in Keybank?
Yeah.
That's such a cool first concert. to
Oh
go
my
to.
God. They
Okay.
had like the light up bracelets and everything too. And we were in the 300, so we got to see it all like in the stadium. Oh, it was fantastic.
Fire. I was at a Journey concert last night. Fun fact.
Ooh.
Last night?
Yeah,
Last
literally,
night?
Literally
Last night?
last night.
Where?
I was in the minor league hockey team,
What?
the Rochester. one.
Rochester. Oh, they came all the way out to Rochester?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pretty
was
gas.
Was it full pack?
Yeah, but it was like all people like triple my age, so I really couldn't bop around like I wanted to.
Mosh pit.
Yeah, mosh pit, and my grandma's next to me.
Hey, a bonding moment, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, Justin.
That's good.
This question's to Harrington. And it's from you.
That it is.
Harrington, what is Justin's favorite color?
Well, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of Justin's book, but I'm going to try to actually capitalize on this one. Looking at Justin here, for anyone obviously can't see, but Justin's wearing pretty much all white. He's got blue jeans on, but he's got white shoes on. He's got a white bandana on. He's got a white Yankees jersey on and a white shirt. So I'm going to go blue.
You're gonna go blue.
You're going to go blue.
You want to talk about being far right. Actually, my favorite color is a color that I almost never wear. Orange is my favorite color, followed very closely by yellow.
I was going to say yellow.
Those are some interesting colors.
I
Justin.
like bright
Hey,
colors.
orange
Very
was my
school
seventh
appropriate.
guess. Orange was my seventh guess.
My seventh guess. Is
Yeah.
very
If I had
Yeah.
6 more guesses, I would have gotten orange very soon.
Back to Chris and Frank. Still nobody has a point.
We all
Do better, Frank.
We all need
Temple! You know, I'll give you guys I'll give you guys probably a toss up to both of you. Paul, a common octopus, became famous in 2010 for correctly predicting 12 of 14 matches in what sports event?
What was the
If
year?
you get this wrong, I swear to God.
2010.
I swear to God if you get this wrong.
Wow.
I gotta type it out.
Who gave the octopus sports betting privileges?
And how was he that correct?
Type it out? Oh, that makes me think.
12 of 14.
I don't have Snapchat. Like that's what I'm saying. You're literally just writing.
12 of 14 is pretty nuts.
All right, you go first, buddy.
My thing's not a lot of letters. 2010
Yeah.
World Cup.
Chris?
2010 FIFA World Cup, South Africa, to be exact.
It is correct!
Yes! You got a point!
Let's go!
I thought this was supposed to be trivia about like each other, not fun facts.
Well, it's got to be a half and half. There's not really a lot of sports things that I could be like, oh, what is this? Like, no, there's got to be some trivia sports stuff in here, Justin.
Like, what's our
okay.
favorite team?
All right.
Evan?
All right. This one's for Emma to guess for Dan.
Okay.
So, in high school,
Oh, jeez.
Dan was a pretty talented man.
He still is.
Played an instrument. And the question is, what instrument did Mr. Double D Dan Dale play?
You know,
I think I know this one too.
as another student at Lancaster High School who was heavily involved in the music department, how did I not know that you were in band or orchestra? I do not know. It was definitely not orchestra because I was in the symphony orchestra, so it's not orchestra.
Not orchestra.
So that definitely is it. Let me think. Give me a couple minutes.
Give me a couple minutes.
Seconds.
You
Just give me a
got-
couple seconds.
You've got 20 hours to come up with an answer.
Guesses flute.
I did know a dude who played flute.
You know another one. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
I can say I know a guy who played flute.
You did.
yeah.
Adding that one to the resume.
So, why is it so important that you know a guy who played the flute? What guy plays the flute?
Okay, I got my answer. The little Squidward tentacles. Did you play the clarinet?
No.
No!
No. I played the French horn.
Ooh, okay.
It's one of the harder things to do.
Very
I played
much
the
so.
trumpet and violin.
I did guitar.
Fun fact.
Wow.
I played the saxophone.
I'm a cellist.
You're a sax
I
man.
played cello.
Yes. Good old Frank playing the guitar.
I can play 21 Guns by Green Day. And Creep by Radiohead.
Like everybody else who knows how to play guitar.
I
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Shots
say you're
fired.
basic.
Do we have a point? Do you have a point? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I whistled into a 1 foot long metal tube in high school.
Yeah.
All right. Evan, Justin. I think you guys will, maybe with Harrington's play-by-play knowledge, this may help you out. Minnesotan baseball commentator Halsley Hell was the first man to use what sacred mammal expression to express awe?
Charmin toilet paper.
Dude, these are these even
What
questions?
questions are these?
I followed baseball all my life. What are you talking about?
Dan, I submitted you 4 questions.
That's
and
what I'm
I didn't even
saying.
submit you an ice cream question.
It went from what's your favorite ice cream to what mammalian
Dan,
noise?
Dan, I didn't even submit you an ice cream question. I didn't say anything about it. Well, go to the text messages. Of
What,
what
you
I
really want me to use your questions? Fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Because what is that?
Fine.
What is that?
Okay, wait, real quick though.
He
I am
used-
curious. What noise was it?
He
It's not a
used
noise.
It was an expression. Holy cow.
Oh,
he used the mating call of the beluga whale.
That ball sent deep into left field.
I speak whale.
He shoots you. Pass way down.
Yeah, clip that. Future editor Dan, please clip that. Justin,
Yeah.
whom is Evan's all-time favorite Sabre player?
Oh gosh, that requires me to know anything about hockey, and I don't. Can I get a time period just to see if I know a name?
2008 to 2016, 17.
Wow, this guy really loves this guy. He knows. He knows. Gosh, I don't even got a name, man.
I can give you his number. 63.
Sure. Gosh, man,
Oh, I think I know.
Chris
I think
knows
I
who
know.
it is.
Who?
After you
Chris
said
knows.
that, I think.
Who?
I can't say it.
You can.
Yeah,
you want him
yeah.
to guess for you?
Yes,
I
Justin.
don't think that's allowed. I don't know any. A pass, bro.
Pass.
I
No,
can't.
Can I give my guess?
I can't even
Can I
throw
steal
it.
a point?
Yes.
Can I steal a point?
You can't steal a point.
Is this a gentleman by the name of Tyler Ennis?
Yeah.
Yes! Let's go!
How'd you get that?
Bro, as soon as you said the number, because my dad really loved him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he really loved
He's
him.
the reason I wore 63.
And then, like, I remember, like, watching whenever, like, he'd play, I was just like, yeah, okay. It just kind of stuck, that number.
yeah, he's awesome.
God, I'm so goated for knowing that.
Hey,
You're always
hey, thanks for the point, though. We said we
I said, can we steal it?
No, I
No,
said,
you can't steal a point. He is in
You
your
guys get no
new game
points.
rules.
He is in your newlywed. He's mine.
This isn't Family Feud. No, I said Chris's guess can count for Justin's.
No,
Oh, my
not at
God.
all.
So you're cheating on me now? I see. I see where this
Never
marriage
said
is
this
going.
was a closed marriage.
Oh, my God.
Steph
Frank.
Curry's entered the chat.
Oh, okay.
What two sports did Chris play?
If you don't get this, I hate you.
You put down
man, now
two
that-
sports, right?
Now that I
No.
think about it, I feel like my questions are a
because
little
it says
hard.
two sports.
Yeah, I'm eliminating sports in my head.
Oof.
Tennis, no. Soccer. I didn't mean to put that one in there. Baseball, no. Football.
He says soccer.
In high school? Or in school in general?
I mean, just in general. Like, I've only ever played two sports in general.
Yeah, this dude's gonna go out and play water polo.
I'd be in on it.
Like, organized sports, like, you know, like travel, house league. and all stuff.
that gave you a huge hint. I don't know what you're talking about. You okay?
I just saw a golazo of my life. I'm sorry, I got a soccer game going on over here.
you just like reacted. I'm like, what the?
I have to see this. Bayer Leverkusen is on fire. Oh.
My
Fake
man
Okay.
pulled his hammy when he scored. JK. Fake celebration.
All right. I've got it.
Frank, what is the supposed answer?
Football, American. No, football, soccer, and baseball.
Chris?
Is it track and field?
I hate you. I hate you right now, Frank.
No way.
What is the answer, Chris?
Well, he got one right. Soccer and hockey.
Oh, I'm stupid.
And now
You
he's doing
sit
a
in that
push-up.
corner, buddy.
Lemon.
What the hell is going on?
Frank is very angry at himself.
Yeah, because we talked about it 2 days ago. I know you play hockey.
All right.
Can I yell at you now, Frank? It's okay. I still love you, bud.
L. Frank.
Broken name Tyler Ennis.
All right,
Calm
moving
down.
on, moving on.
Brother,
moving on.
I don't know anything about hockey.
Brother.
All right. This question is for Dan to answer about Emma. So in elementary and middle school, I'm going to play lacrosse.
I know this.
What position did she play?
We've talked about this.
I got it. Goalie.
He is correct.
Yeah!
Shouldn't have gave him that one.
No, definitely not.
Should have just made up a question like Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Look, I put time and research into
Like-
this.
Listen, we did talk about this before, so
Like, I should've
thank you
ga-
for
I sh-
remembering our conversation.
I should have made up a question.
I'm
like,
good at that.
Like 1 year, Emma visited Arizona, and what was the favorite coffee shop she visited?
I've never visited Arizona in my
Spot.
life.
That's a,
Black coffee.
it was a spot.
It was a spot.
What a spot.
Evan,
Dan.
what is Justin's major?
Oh.
And this was submitted by Justin.
This was submitted by me. I wanted to see if any of you knew it.
Wait,
I
can
know.
I ask one question?
Yeah.
Is it related to any of ours?
No.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Probably
Nowhere near. Nowhere
I
near.
know
Psychology
what it is.
major.
Do you think I'm a psych major?
Yeah.
I want you to look me dead in my eyes.
Just a bunch of communications majors and Justin.
Your guess is psychology?
Yeah.
There's no way your guess is psychology.
Yeah.
No, I'm a computer information systems major.
Like, dude.
I program. I complain about programming all the time, Evan.
Same
Evan,
thing,
you
man.
should have just guessed an English major at that point.
Yeah, psychology.
Psychology is crazy. What a guess.
Well, it's Ball State.
So
That is true.
Touche.
I didn't know.
Touche.
I was thinking like comm major at first. I was like,
All right.
too basic.
Lock in here.
Chris,
Oh God,
Chris talked.
You only
I'm
got 1
scared.
point, guys.
that's still a point.
we both have 1
No,
point.
you guys are walking this line like you're up 5-0.
We're tied.
That's why I'm saying lock in.
Me and Justin about to have a greater comeback story than LeBron James.
Shout out.
Chris, how many tattoos does Frank have?
Oh goodness. Frankie, you a stick and poke kind of guy?
I will get a stick and poke.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Somebody give.
I
Somebody,
think I got it.
Somebody
I
get,
got it.
Somebody get me a needle and some pen.
Chris, what is the
I'm
guess?
counting them in my head because the ones I only know. 4.
Frank?
It's 3.
No.
Oh.
L.
Can you go and get another one real quick?
Hey,
Wait, with mine it's 4. So 3 plus 1, that's 4.
It doesn't count.
Hey,
With mine, it's 4.
L.
It's this one, and then my thigh.
L is for the way you look at me. Oh.
We got a game over here.
Oh, jeez.
All right, hit me, Evan.
All right. Oh, I got to look at this one real quick. All right. Man, these are very, very basic questions. What rank did Dan earn in Boy Scouts?
Oh,
I don't even know the ranking system in Boy Scouts.
I knew it.
Oh,
let's
jeez.
go.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, by the way, Dan, I get to make up one question.
She says a
Sure.
letter grade.
That works.
She's like a B minus.
Shut up.
If she gets this one
They
right,
have names.
you can't give her a hint on names either.
I'm not giving her a hint of names. I'm just saying there's names. There's not like letters or numbers.
Oh, I was gonna say like it's Sonic Games S rank.
It's
No.
easy.
It's easy.
It's been talked about.
It has been talked about.
I know it has been talked about, but again, I'm a forgetful person.
Dan D is very passionate about his
Honestly,
His
I
voice
get
is.
a lot of recognition.
His
for
rope
that.
tying abilities.
Oh my
That
God.
is true.
That was kind of mean. I apologize.
No, I did work with rope a lot. I mean,
The monkey
you have to
knots.
tie knots.
I'm
the
gonna say
monkey's
I'm,
chain.
the monkey.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna say platinum ranking.
Platinum.
What
This
is
ain't
this?
Rocket League.
Dog, this ain't Rocket League. This ain't Counter Strike. This ain't Rainbow Six.
This is
I don't
Rocket
know Boy
League.
Scouts. I'm so sorry.
Platinum.
Bro,
Eagle
you
Scout?
You think he
Platinum.
platted
Boy
it?
Scouts of America.
Eagle Scout.
Oh, Eagle
Frank.
Scout sugars.
Frank,
Oh my god.
Now this is
I'm
Rocket League.
Now this is Rocket League.
No, this is Patrick.
Aquafina.
This is Rocket League.
No, this is
You said he platted in Boy Scout.
Not even diamond. Not even. You know,
Not even diamond.
Not even grandmaster. No. Straight up plat.
Not even Champion League.
No.
Not even Grand Champ.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Bro maxed out in Platinum.
Shut up.
Couldn't get
Shut up.
higher.
Shut up. You're gonna get a crap ton of clips from this, my guy.
Couldn't even get champ for real, like you said.
Dan just woke up one day and decided to be dangerous to get Platinum in Boy Scouts.
I woke up one day and said, I need to be plat right now.
Dan was feeling dangerous that day to get Platinum.
Well, yeah, because he can get
gosh.
Giratina.
Oh
Okay, platinum.
The grind.
All right. All right, Dan.
She just gave her
Dan.
reasoning for Pokemon Platinum as their.
Well, it wasn't even Rocket League.
No, we're going to Nintendo now. Oh, jeez.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I had my Rocket League phase during quarantine, and like that's about it. Frank, shut up.
Quite literally, if I would have put what is my Rocket League rank right now, she would have got it.
Yeah.
Wow, Dan, you're really feeling
You're
it.
really
I'm really playing Rocket
You're,
League.
Oh my God.
You're really feeding into this
All right,
one.
I'm so sorry. Enough about me. Dan, ask a question.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, me.
What is Evan's favorite NBA player?
Oh,
You know basketball, Justin.
I know basketball.
I do know ball. Can I get a timeline again?
Okay, he's still playing.
Still playing.
He was drafted in 2011,
2011. Okay.
and
Okay.
he's still playing currently.
Okay.
And he's been a prominent player his whole career.
All right, 2011.
He's fallen off a little bit, but he's still doing pretty well.
Goodness. Are you okay, buddy?
Can I give him another?
No,
over
I don't.
here?
I don't think I need it. 2011. Can I get Magic K, Kyrie Irving?
No.
No, is it not Kyrie?
Oh,
Klay Thompson.
What they gave me.
He just got benched recently too, man. Shout out to Clay.
shout out to Clay. He just got benched.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yo, Frank is just dying over here.
We're dying over platinum over here.
I'm so sorry.
Man, I thought he was gonna get it.
I really thought
I was between Kyrie, Clay, and Dwight Howard crossed my mind too.
He's
I don't
drafted
know.
way before 11.
No, I think he was 11.
No,
He was
way before
no.
11.
They
Was
made
he?
the playoff finals 09.
Oh, you're right.
He was
They
like
did.
what?
That's my favorite
06,
player.
05?
Is Dwight Howard your favorite player?
You can't ask that question.
Yeah. I wasn't going to.
Oh, that was the one too.
That was the one. Damn.
That's a mean one,
Mr. Green.
Mr. Grinch.
All right, let's.
Frank, Chris. Frank, this kind of has a little bit of a. I bet Chris talks about this a lot. What's
don't think he
Chris's
does.
favorite soccer team?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, bro.
If you don't get this,
I'm just gonna open up my sushi real quick.
even Justin knows.
I'm just gonna take a bite of my sushi real quick.
He's actually got sushi.
Chris, what is the answer?
The best team in the world, Real Madrid.
A la Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They now have 2 points.
God, we're falling.
All right, minus 1 point for showboarding.
Throw the yellow.
Back to 0.
I didn't know I could get a technical in this. Hold on.
Back to 0.
My sushi is quite stuck together.
Now, do I guess platinum out of?
Please don't. I can't do it again. I can't.
We're doing diamonds.
My cheeks hurt.
We're going up to
All
diamond.
right. Dan,
Yep.
you ready?
No.
Who makes up Emma's pop music trifecta?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, I know
Okay,
this actually.
we've okay.
Jeez, you gotta guess 3 people?
3 is
It's
crazy.
easy.
Usher.
Oh, who would be the third person? I
Usher
know
for
2.
sure.
It's not Usher.
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Are you guys
Look
making
at
fun of
this
Nickelback? Are you
photograph.
guys making fun of Nickelback? It was like
Nickelback is the greatest. I don't know why people hate.
That was the best concert I went
Shout
to last
out
summer.
Nickelback.
I went to the concert last summer. It's
You
the
really
best
went to a Nickelback
one,
concert?
best one I went to last summer.
No
Thanks for the invite.
I
Okay,
knew you then.
Yeah, I wasn't even going here.
I think I got it.
I don't think we crossed paths
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't yet. No.
I think I got it.
Chris brings it up. Look at this photograph.
Of all the memories we didn't have.
All right.
This is where I grew up.
Oh my god.
I
Dan,
didn't know
answer real
you
quick
got
before we
that
have to
done.
sing this entire song.
Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce.
He got it!
No way. He got it.
I am more impressive than you two.
He got it! Eternal Sunshine in 2 weeks. Let's go!
Unbelievable.
Are the Beatles still making music?
What a guess.
I'm
What?
giving Frank that point for Tyler Ennis.
Let's go!
Evan, Justin.
Yeah, we gotta get on the board here.
What's the entirety of pi?
Oh my god. 3.141596.
3.145997.
Evan? What is Justin's all-time favorite Jaguar?
Oh my god.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Jaguar specifically.
I need a.
Yeah, you gotta give him a
period,
timeline.
though.
Okay, all right, ready? Let me think. Mid 2000s to early 2010s defense.
Oh, defense. Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think I know this.
Just saying, those were like some of the best jerseys in the league. They should go back.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm not even gonna lie.
He's not a lifetime Jaguar either. He played somewhere else and then played for the Jags.
What other team?
I can't give you that.
I can't give you that.
I can't give you that. That'd give it away.
He didn't play for Buffalo, did he? Try to remember his name. Is there a chance I can look him up?
Yeah, you
Like-
can look up the name if you're going to guess him.
Ooh.
Like, that's a fair thing.
Please.
I feel like I know this. Okay, I think this is my guess.
All right, what's the guess?
Double P?
Paul Pusley!
I knew it!
No
Former
way.
Buffalo Bill.
They're on the board with one. I never thought I'd see the day.
That's who first popped in my mind. It was well, when he mentioned defensive wise. I was getting ready to go Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew.
They're up there. They're in the top 3.
What about Blake?
It's in mid 2000s, early 2010s.
Don't you get me
Yeah,
started.
but still.
Don't you get me started on the boat.
That is the only jersey of Jaguars I'll ever own is a Blake Bortles jersey.
To be fair, Blake Bortles has given the Jaguars the most success they've ever seen.
I mean, Mark Brunell, debatably. We did go to the championship with him too.
That's fair.
So, Frank, this one for Chris is a little bit of a callback. What positions did Chris play in both of the sports that we mentioned just a while ago?
Just a fair.
And no,
few
you will
minutes.
not get the sports again. So
Isn't it my question now?
But you gave me.
No,
two.
he just
fine.
guessed.
Fine, you want your
I
question?
guessed.
You want
What was
fine.
Chris's favorite? What's Chris's favorite soccer team?
Fine, Frank. If you want a question, since you always
I
gave
want
me,
one about me.
well, you only gave me one question about yourself, so that's why I put random ones.
Oh my
So
God.
if Frank really wants a question about himself,
Oh my
and he
God.
didn't give me one about himself, here's one for you
It's
two
gonna
to
be
guess
so
together.
Random.
The National Sports Act of Canada granted 2 different sports as the official sports of Canada. One is unsurprisingly hockey. What is the other?
I feel like I have a pretty solid guess. I'm not gonna lie. And too bad it's not my point, but
Say your answers together.
Lacrosse.
that was my guess.
That is correct. Yes.
That was my guess.
And that was also you know, you guys probably also remember that because that was literally on trivia. That was on Jeopardy.
I wasn't here.
You were over the phone.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
They try to step to us, but like they don't get it.
They don't.
That we're the
All right,
All right, time to redeem myself.
here might come.
I'm so sorry about that, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm on a whole nother planet.
Platinum
I
record.
was gonna come up with a random question, but I don't know what to do off the top of my head right now. Looking at this one. Man, trying to think here. I am trying to think here. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you're not even. Gonna...
I'm making one up.
Oh no.
Oh,
What are the 5 classes Dan Dale is taking this semester?
What the heck?
oh,
How is that fair?
Hey,
But okay.
You gave me one.
I gave you random ice cream flavor.
facts.
You also gave us trivia that has nothing to do with the game.
I got rid of it.
What the heck? I don't even. We've never talked about our schedules.
No,
That's
I know your schedule a little bit, but
Oh, good lord.
I can tell you what the classes entail.
Okay.
What the subject is. One is coaching. One is 2 are communication based.
Wait, what do you? This is the classes that you're taking, Dan. This has
Right,
nothing to
I'm
do with
telling her what I'm taking.
Yeah, 'cause we
Oh, wait a minute.
But I'm not telling her the exact class, Justin.
they're
Can
your
we please
class.
have a new question?
Emma, what class is Dan taking? Dan, what are you doing? Telling her what classes I'm taking.
I'm saying the subject.
Yeah, the direct correspond. Yeah, I'm taking a coaching class.
New question, please.
Harrington, we call for a new question.
Whoa. You gave me the ice cream flavor.
Yeah, but that's basic.
Give me a new question.
Fine.
I love a good impartial judge.
Fine. I'll give you a new question.
Thank you.
What is Dan's favorite number?
Oh, we talked about this. Oh, we talked about this.
Oh, yes.
We talked about this because we talked about your favorite number,
Yes, we
which
did.
I know is
Yes, we did.
6/4, 64.
Yes. Your question, your answer is the answer is number 1.
Yep.
He was number one.
I hate everything.
Try, man.
Let's see. Justin,
Yo.
what's Evan's favorite hobby?
Going to Kohl's.
Okay.
Getting that Kohl's
So
cash.
true. So true.
Wait, can I give him a hint?
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's a seasonal like hobby. Like
Yeah.
it's this, so like it's winterized.
Winter.
Okay. All right. So word.
Yeah. It's a season
Okay,
too.
So I'm between skiing, boarding, or snowmobiling. I don't know much snowmobiling in Buffalo, so I'm between skiing and boarding. So I look at you. Do I see a skier or do I see a boarder? I'm gonna go skiing.
Yes. You got it.
Yeah.
You got
That's
it.
the vibe. That's the vibe.
I'm a big skier. So we got 2.
You got 2.
We got 2.
We're at 3.
We're getting up there.
We got what? One more round?
Yeah, I think so. We got enough time for that.
Let's do it.
I mean, we'll see how much we go. Let's just go fast. Let's go fast.
Yeah,
Lightning round.
We got 6 minutes.
Frank, what positions did Chris play in both the 2 sports that were mentioned beforehand?
If you get this wrong, I swear.
You are
I swear.
Are you looking for like center back or like
That is position in soccer. Yes.
Position, yeah.
You can't just say defense.
Straight up position.
But I played the same position in both sport.
Okay. Oh.
That's not fair.
Oh.
No. Okay. Wait a minute.
Minus 1 point.
Wait
You're
a
back
minute.
at 2.
Nah.
So
that can't.
so
We're
if
going to ask a different question.
Gotta be.
Different
That's
question.
going to be deduction
There's
of a point.
still defense in both sport. There's still forwards in both sport.
Yeah, but in hockey, there's only forwards, defense, and goalie.
was it a winger?
He would have got it wrong anyways.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Skip. Dance.
All right. Fine, we'll still give you one about Chris. What baseball stadiums has Chris been to?
All right, yeah. Go fire away, Frank.
Yep.
Can I get like a number?
There's only
No.
3. There's only 3.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of stadiums out there. There's only 3.
3 out of 32 stadiums. I'm allowed to ask how many stadiums.
Word.
All right, Frank, you got 5 seconds.
You've been to a Blue Jays game. You've Phillies, PNC Park, and Yankees.
Chris, is that correct?
It was Phillies, Yankee Stadium, and the Red Sox Stadium.
All right, Dan.
Yep.
1 year,
Oh, jeez.
Emma won a lot of money. I don't know how much money, but it says a lot. For guessing the winner of the March Madness during the Sweet 16. Which team was it?
Oh, my God. 16 teams.
It happened in this decade.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
hey,
decade.
hey,
huh?
Nah, this decade is fine.
No.
I played the same position in both sports. Shut up, Frank. Shut up, Chris.
I got no words
Shut up, Chris.
We're going to try to do another round after this, so you got to go.
Yeah,
you
You
gotta
know
go.
what? I'm going to take Gonzaga.
You are incorrect.
Yeah. Oof. Boom. Incorrect.
It was Baylor in 2021.
Sick 'em Bears. Because I also won a lot of money.
All right.
And when I say a lot of money, I mean like over $100.
That's that.
Fair.
That's a lot. All right, run.
In
Go.
my eyes, it's a lot.
Go.
Evan, who is Justin's all-time favorite NFL player?
Okay. I will
Oh,
give
all-time favorite
I will
NFL.
give
All-time favorite.
I will give you I know him primarily in the 2010s. He did play, I think, a couple of years in 2000.
Oh, that's too specific, man.
2010s
Brother.
defense NFC.
2010s defense NFC. He's a defensive player?
I love me some defense, man. I love me some defense.
I'm going to look up 2010 defensive players, NFC. Because, like...
Look up All-Star or All-Pro.
There's also an ad playing.
Yeah, I see that.
I just hear it in the background.
Multiple-time Pro Bowler, multiple-time first-team All-Pro.
Oh, okay. That's enough.
There's a lot of defense players.
I don't care.
For the 2010s that had multiple All-Stars.
Trying to think here.
Would it be too specific if you said if he won the Super Bowl or not?
I don't think so.
No,
But,
there's probably enough teams in the 2010s.
yeah, he does have a ring.
Okay, here we go. I think, okay. NFC you said, right?
Yes, NFC has a ring. Multiple-time first-team All-Pro, multiple-time Pro Bowler.
Multiple-time Pro Bowler. Okay. I'm trying to think here. I'm going down the list a little bit. Man, this is hard. Because it's so... Well, it's not J.J. Watt. Obviously, there's AFC. It's not Aaron Donald. He was drafted in 2011. It's not Luke Kuechly. He was drafted in 2011.
You're gonna need an answer.
I know. It's hard. Man. This one's hard. I'm going to have to just take a guess at it here with Patrick Willis.
He's up there, but no, it's Bam Bam Cam.
Cam Chancellor.
Oh,
Was
wow.
Wasn't Cam
love
Chancellor
Cam
drafted in
Chancellor.
2010?
Yeah, but that's
2010, maybe. I thought he was drafted in 09, but could have been 2010.
He was drafted in 2010. So I
Wow.
threw it off.
Okay, next question.
All right, we got one more round.
One more.
Then we
Chris,
have to get off.
whom is
We got a
Frank's
minute and a half.
favorite WWE
Current.
wrestler currently? And I think I know this.
Well,
I better know it.
I don't even know
this.
People.
You know it.
I only know so many WWE names.
Can we steal a point?
No.
Say it a lot.
Just say it.
Come on, Chris.
First one to come to your head. Go.
Chris, hurry up. We got 5 seconds.
Chris,
5.
5, 4,
You took like 2 minutes.
5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5,
No, too much pressure, too much pressure, too
We
much
only got a
pressure, too
minute
much
left.
pressure,
We
too
only got a
much
minute
pressure.
left. We got a minute left. We have a minute left in the show.
I'm gonna just say The Undertaker. That's all I know.
Bro, he's retired.
I don't care.
Cody Rhodes.
It's the American Nightmare.
Damn
Cody
right.
Rhodes.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
Okay, go.
All right.
I have short term.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Final one.
Wait, we get this. Me and Emma win.
What's gosh, I want to ask this one. What is Dan's favorite Sonic character?
Wow.
Wait.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
It better not be. It better not be the cover athlete. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it Knuckles? It's Knuckles.
Knuckles.
That was my guess.
It's Knuckles.
That's going to do it for the
It's
Blitz
Knuckles.
on 91.3 FM WBNY. Buffalo's original alternative station since 1982, brought to you by the Buffalo State Student Activity Fee. Guys, shout out your socials real quick, and we got to end it here.
Frank still can't win a game in 2024.
He's like Cody from Dude Perfect. All
Quite literally is.
Chris, go.
Oh my god. Okay. You can follow me at Twitter, X, whatever you still like to call it, at CJacobello17.
There you go, Frank. Socials.
How many times do I say finish the story? Gosh darn it. Follow me on Instagram at FrankLopez_561 or on X at Frank561Lopez.
Dan.
You can follow me on X at _D capital WNY.
Emma.
Look up on Instagram and Twitter at Emma Nosby. No caps, no spaces, no nothing.
And Justin.
You can follow me on X and or TikTok. I do post daily at JBach22.
And myself, Evan Harrington. You can find me on Instagram at EvanHarrington_63 and on Twitter at EvanH716. And go follow our WBNY social accounts. You can find those on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Once again, this has been The Blitz on 91.3 FM, WBNY, Buffalo's original alternative station since 1982, brought to you by the Buffalo State Student Activity Fee. We will see you guys Monday for more Blitz talk. Have a great rest of your day.